In this video, we're going to talk about the second type of Mongoose middleware, which is Query Middleware. And as the name says, Query Middleware allows us to run functions before or after a certain query is executed. And so let's now add a pre-find hook. So basically a middleware that is going to run before any find query is executed. So let's add another comment here. So this is Query Middleware. And of course it works in a very similar way as before. So the tour schema and then pre, and in here we define the hook, which is going to be find. So function, and again we have access to the next function. And actually let's start by calling it here at the end, so that we don't forget it. Okay, and so you see that it looks exactly like the other middleware, the other pre-hook. The only difference here is really this find hook, which will make this query middleware and not document middleware. Alright, and so the big difference here is that the this keyword will now point at the current query and not at the current document. Because we're not really processing any documents here, we're really going to be processing a query. Okay, and the use case that we're going to do here is this. So let's suppose that we can have secret tours in our database, like for tours that are only offered internally or for a very small, like VIP group of people, and that the public shouldn't know about. Now, since these tours are secret, we do not want the secret tours to ever appear in the result outputs, right? And so what we're going to do is to create a secret tour field and then query only for tours that are not secret. Alright, so let's do that. Start by adding here, let's do it right at the end. Secret tour. So the type should be a boolean. And I think this is the first time we're actually using a boolean. So this should either be true or false. So if it's true, then it is a secret tour and we don't want it to show up. And by default, it is false. Alright, and so basically, usually the tours are not secret. Okay, next up, let's actually go ahead and create a secret tour so that we can then test using it. Okay, so let's call this here the super secret tour. All of this doesn't matter. And let me just say that secret tour is indeed true. Okay, save it here. And where is that? Yeah, so secret tour is true. And let's now actually head over to Compass and delete all of these other tours that we had there. So let's reload this. And then down here, we should have, yeah, like this test tour here. You can delete that. Another test tour. So all this clutter here, basically, we want to get rid of it. We only keep the secret tour here so that we can now experiment with it. Okay, and you see here that secret tour is set to true, while the other ones, of course, do not have this attribute because by the time we created them, we didn't have the secret tour yet. Okay, so now, just before we start, back in Postman, let's confirm that indeed the last tour here, and actually it's not the last tour, so where is it? No, it's the first one. So here we have the super secret tour, of course, set to true. Alright, so moving back now, let's now execute the query like we just said in the beginning. So again, keep in mind that this here is now a query object. Alright, and so we can chain all of the methods that we have for queries. And so let's simply add a find method here, and then basically select all the documents where secret tour is not true. Okay, so secret tour, and then is not equal to true. And I'm doing it like this because remember, the other tours are not currently set to false. They do simply not have this attribute. Alright, okay, so let's test it out now again. And so it should now be gone here. And indeed, it is no longer here. Okay, we have all the tours that are not secret, but not the secret tour. And I'm now seeing that we actually have secret tour set to false here, but that's really just a Mongoose thing. So let's take another look here at Compass and reload. And so you see that actually in the database, secret tour is not set to false. Mongoose is simply adding that because we have it in our schema as the default, and it's not in the database. And so it's basically then putting it there anyway. So you see that we actually have 11 documents, but then here in Postman, we only get 10 results. And that is of course because our secret tour is basically filtered out. Okay, so let's try to understand again what really happens. So as soon as we hit this route here using the get method, let's see what happens. So what happens is that we create a query using tour.find. Okay, and then of course we chain all these methods to it as we talked about in one of the last lectures, and then by the end we then execute that query here by using await, right? Remember that? So this is where we execute the query. But before it actually is executed, then our pre-find middleware here is executed. Okay? And it is executed because it is find just like we used here. Right? So we're creating a find query, and so therefore the find hook is then executed. Then in here, since it is query middleware, the this keyword points to the query. And so to that query, we can then chain yet another find method, right? And in there, we then filter out the secret tour using this filter object. Okay, so basically saying that we only want tours where the secret tour is not equal to true. And it would actually work the same if we simply set here false, but I find it cleaner like this. Okay, there is now just one thing that we need to fix, because right now this middleware is running for find, but not for find one. Okay. So let me show you the problem that we might get with that. So let's take the ID of the secret tour. So we have the secret tour here, and that's its ID. And so if we get tour, then that should give us the super secret tour here, right? And so you see that that filter that we just built in the middleware is not working for this command, okay? And that's because the handler function for this route, as you might remember, is using find by ID, which behind the scenes is find one. And so it's different from find, all right? So we need to specify the same middleware also for find one. Now there are two ways of doing that. And the first one would be simply to go ahead, copy this code, and then put find one here, right? But that's not really good. And so instead, we're going to use a regular expression. And that is quite easy. And let me actually just duplicate this here, comment this piece out. And then remember, a regular expression starts and ends with a slash. And then in here, what I want to say is that this middleware should be executed not only for find, but for all the commands that start with the name find. Okay? So find and find one, and also find one and delete, find one and update. And so all of these will now actually trigger this middleware function that we have here. All right. So no need for that. This regular expression here is way better. So again, this here simply means all the strings that start with find. And actually, since we're here, let me show you the Mongoose documentations again. So when we go here to middleware in these guides, you don't have an overview of all the middleware. For example, document middleware is the one that we talked about before, which runs, for example, on save. But in fact, document middleware can also run for stuff like remove, all right, or for validate. Okay, but I didn't talk about these because usually the one that we always use is just for save. All right. Now, query middleware can run for all of these query functions. So find, as we just specified, and now with our regular expression, it's also going to run for find one and delete, find one and remove, and find one and update, right? Anyway, moving back to Postman now, this should now have fixed this situation here. So when we now run this query, it should have no results. And indeed, it doesn't. Because remember, we were trying to get a secret tour. So the tour with this ID here is secret, but we never want the secret tours to show up in any query. And so that's why right now we get 0 results. Okay, so that works now. Don't save this. And now back to our code. Let's now actually also specify a post middleware for find. So tour schema, and then just like before, post. And then let's use our regular expression here again for anything starting with find. And then just the regular function. And then here in the post find middleware, we actually get access to all the documents that were returned from the query. So let's call that docs. All right. So remember that this middleware is going to run after the query has already executed. And so therefore it can have access to the documents that were returned. Again, because that query has actually already finished at this point. So let's log these documents to the console, so docs. But I also want to do something else here. So basically, let's create kind of a clock to measure how long it takes to execute the current query. All right, so how are we going to do that? Well, quite simple. We can simply set a property onto the this object, because this query object is really just a regular object. Of course, it has access to all these methods, such as find, but we can also use it to set any property that we want on it. So again, just a regular object. And so here we can say this.start should be the current date. Okay, and so this will set it as the current time in milliseconds. Okay, and so then here in the post middleware, so which is going to run after the query has executed, we can then subtract the current time minus the start time. So console.log query took, and now the current date minus this.start milliseconds. Okay, let's give it a save. And so let's now try to run a query and see our results. Okay, so here we get all our tours. Here we have the console. Let's actually clear that. There's a lot of stuff in there. Request again. And so here are all the results. So basically these are all the tours that were found. And so that's the result of console.log of the docs. So basically the documents that matched the query. But I'm now interested in this first console.log. And so here we see query took 120 milliseconds. And so that was basically the time that passed from the beginning, where we defined this, to after the query has executed at this point in time. All right, and that is all that I had to show you for now about Query Middleware. And just like before, of course, we're going to use this a lot throughout the course, because as I mentioned at the beginning, middleware is really a fundamental concept that's really important for a lot of stuff that we need in our applications. So we're almost done talking about middleware. Next up is the last one, which is aggregation middleware.